Which one of these
here.
teams is going to be sticking around here at kickoff?
Think,
Have an opportunity to go
think a
on
lot rests on the pistols.
through the lower bracket, and which one is going to be sat back at home?
Okay, we got Nongshim on attack. You got Boom on.
Watching two squads here from the region make their way over to Masters Bangkok. Neither
Okay,
wanting to miss
out.
Sees Nade going to be sent here off the rip.
Wait out for the util and then
Any
push.
damage there.
And as we can see, I like this though that they cover up where the killjoy is. Insta.
Yeah, I
Wait,
really like the desk talking
what is
about.
this?
You know, Margaret can be a real
Yeah, insta
nuisance on
ping.
those lurks,
Insta ping of the turret.
and being on the vice makes it a little bit trickier, a little bit
Chat,
harder
there's
to
no
get
way
some
you
of
can
that
hear the
info.
turret from here. How's he
Throw your
ping
body
this?
out there a little bit more.
Why was there a ping here?
But
So
in
maybe just the
theory,
angle and it just looked like
some
it
of
was
the
through the wall?
combos you
I'm
can
not
set
sure.
up for control of a rubble are a little bit more impactful.
Yeah, ready to burst over
especially on the
towards A.
defender
Killjoy
side. See if it
needs
comes
to
down
try
to
get
all
one.
that
This is
right
going to
now.
look pretty right for
Not
Boom.
that
The
KJ
door
util
opens and they insta-react.
blocking the way.
And that is some incredible timing. As we can see, they wanted to split over towards B. And Danby might be wrecked here, right? Very nice. He said they come in with double pistol, and this is a pistol. Yeah, we could see the original plan, right, was to go over towards. So, the original plan from Nongshim was to just bait the A and then go over towards B. And Boom, they fake A, well, I say fake A pressure, but they do A pressure and then they're trying to cover up with the killjoys here. So when you do A pressure, you're kind of thinking the killjoys more over towards C.
Some of the
So I
problems
like that a lot.
that I was kind of worried about here on this attacker side for Nongshim. Maybe some of the
What's the record in pistol at the moment?
lack of
3-2.
coordination, lack of understanding of the
So
timing.
they got a
Can't have that
3-2.
camera to
I
check.
don't know the overall record,
like
but
that.
at least for this.
Make things a little bit more difficult
This was
there.
a good reaction
Power
from door going down.
just a little bit late.
Right, door goes
That allowed
door
Boom
goes down. You got two
an
over
easy
towards
first
B. You
kill,
gotta
fall back
gotta
for the
do
second.
something. They proactively
Zombie
push,
tries
and
to
normally
slide in, but it's
it will be
kinda
like a one-person holding
at a hero
if
play
they're
at
going to
that
be
point.
splitting. If you
Nobody's
clear
really
over
there
towards
to
B
back
and
it
there's
up
no
quick
one
enough.
here,
You
you're kind of
just
sure that
utiled
they're
up
going over towards
at
A.
a rubble,
Because
4
the pivot
players
over
for Boom
towards B
here
when you don't have
to make sure
aim control is just madness.
this isn't gonna be
And
able
also
to
you can just
be
hold
controlled
that if
by
they do end up
Nongshim.
doing it and you got a good crossfire. So
Nongshim
it's a good
probably
sign from
2
Boom. I
seconds
like that.
away from having really good control over that B site, able to set up a crunch onto it in that previous round.
Danby gets out a
Baiting out some
hero.
util,
Wait,
I like this. This is
well,
nice.
we've really gone for
You're able
this.
to clear the util at the front of C. You get a
Boom
ton
Boom
used
have
at
a
the beginning
good
of
chance
A,
here,
so
chat.
for what it's worth here on this
Give
eco,
him an
they've
outlaw
set
into the next
themselves up
round if they can win
decently,
this.
to maybe
They
do
just
some
they
damage.
gotta not get ecos
but they
right
are
now.
drifting over here
And
towards
the
C, and
attack
moving back
Bucky is
across
scary,
towards
but
A.
they have 3 people here ready for a hit.
What we can
The opening
tell,
door to
having
create
the
pressure over
all-seeing eye
towards
here
B
on the
because the
minimap.
turret obviously getting early info, so it's not creating too much pressure.
Will now push up forward as Famous is able to find one. That Bulldog once again doing some
Not the
damage.
cleanest, but
Couple
got 2
Francis
kills.
eventually able to put him down. Snake bite to delay. Half the door once more. Poison orb gone. Danby, quick peek out to avoid the lion's share of these shots. Now trying to push forward, but Berserk's up on top of the box. Has the high ground, has the kill. Swing out
Nice,
Mincy
he's
Slasher
done.
is swift and clean. Ivy on the floor, just the 1 casualty so far. No economic damage dealt here. As Francis find a couple more eliminations. Swinging out, does go ahead, put down DOS 9. It's a Sheriff Wielder. Is it
Oh
reading that
my
position?
goodness,
Takes
that
Mincy
shot
Slasher's
though.
head off.
No matter what, it's good damage. If he gets another one, he gets
Not going to be
fatal.
possible here as the double push gets ready to come through Baby Door.
It's
Reload
surely,
can come
surely
through.
not like
Francis
this.
is gonna
It
have
would
to
be the
deliver
most devastating
more
thing
nasty
ever.
shots like that if he wants to somehow clutch out this round.
We got a turret.
It's already stacked again.
Oh
so
god,
that could
guys
just be a double freeze
spacing.
into tree. Up close and personal,
Oof,
cannot
okay,
align that
okay,
first
it's all
shot.
good, it's all
Shiro
good.
will just
Nice
go ahead and
damage.
Get the kill, wrap around to scoop up the
honestly,
Bulldog.
Boom here as
Forward
well.
much firepower as
Wait,
they
does
can.
the plant save
The
them?
defuse.
Because
Looking
these
like
can
it's
now
gonna
be
handled.
armors,
Handed right over
right?
to
And this
Berserks.
wouldn't.
2-0 start,
I
but
think
a
this is
solid
2
effort
light
for
armors.
Nongshim.
These would have to take a hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
2, 4,
And
3,
even though
yeah.
this actually
3,
ends up
9.
being more
Because you gotta
about,
get util.
again,
There might be
hero
4 light
individual
armors here.
plays, I like the early idea to clear out some of that util, but there's still extra layers behind what Boom is doing that's really, really good here. The high-low setups, there was a snake bite earlier before that to make sure that they were in a good position, that Danby can't just run in there
Can't
with
forget
that
that
shotgun.
this guy's gonna be Bucky
You're
right
gonna
now.
be
He's
anticipating
gonna have
something
heavy
like that
armor.
coming through.
That's true. There might be 3 light
Just-
armors right now.
Oh, that was so good.
We got 2
Francis
of them.
is
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're
disgusting
right.
shots.
He gets the judge
Going
out.
back to Pearl
They
even.
do get the outlaw out looking at the money. Like, I love it, man.
Yeah, on
So
top
it's
of
a
it
really
for the
good
most
attempt.
part
You
for
gotta look at
Nongshim.
that money. You're thinking, hold up.
The one spot where to hold that maybe is Margaret. Just tucking along the wall.
And then Boom on their
Spot where you'd expect to maybe
bonus.
have a hard time playing
Late
against players
peek
named
over
Margaret Francis,
towards
bank you're on it like a seniors
B.
bowling league.
They're not playing against the Killjoys who've got nothing to hold it, so they could have gone fast behind. Beidou used over towards A. They take a lot of space with a Judge, which is just super scary. Like, this Judge is good for at least one. Ooh. Still probably good for one. I like how much Boom's recleared, but they took sight without a flash. The flash goes... Hold on. He has a smoke to play around now as well. Oh, Danby's dead, dude. Oops. Whoa, let's go back into the molly. What's going on here?
Maybe scratching his head. He's able to find the kill.
Okay.
However, Francis on the peak.
Yeah, could have avoided that one, but they only lose the Judge on top. If you Boom, you're feeling alright about it. You're feeling alright.
That's just
They got two. Obviously, it could have been better.
The Judge in hand, that extra value from that plant spike. That extra cash as well, really nice. Shuffle the economy around a little bit because things were getting pretty
Sometimes there's a molly where you want to go. It's just the fact that he saw it earlier. I mean, he was tanking it earlier. That was the reason he went to the left.
Nice. Hold onto the site. A little bit of sloppiness at the end, but
Another Judge goes out, of course. This guy's a lunatic. Okay, so they hear them go aggro A, so obviously they have people close. Do we fast react from this? They had a good amount of util. Whoa. Hold up. We're pushing out. Yeah, does Omen go back and help this guy? Neon does, but he's got a Judge. Helps him with the stun. Where the hell is that ult gone? Through him.
1-for-1 in the end. And now the pivot back over towards C. Full kit still set up here from Berserks. But looks like it's just going to be, no. Quick little send.
Okay, pressure over towards C, and they got to go back over towards... Dude,
Dude,
DOS9 gets early info. He's got a smoke. He's got a TP. Yeah. Oh, no. Bossman missed his TP, and he's out in the open.
Part of the gameplay here for Boom,
No,
to deal with this
that
Neon
is
going back again to some of the things the desk was setting up for this is to try to get ahead of it, try to put some pressure onto these flanks, particularly onto Margaret on this Vice. Oh boy.
Peek out, slides into the wall, but does manage to escape. Pressure going to be taken down. Shiro and NC Slash.
I was getting excited for that for that chance. They just lost some of the Jaws as well at the end. Like look at the HPs. I mean, what can you say? Just a bad TP.
But again, Nongshim absorbing pressure really nicely. Ivy played that as well as he could, and Donby so good to react.
Chat, I don't know enough about this DOS9 kid. Was he a duelist? I know he's a ranked guy. I'm pretty sure. He was a duelist that went to smokes, or did he used to play smokes?
Take a fight there.
He was flex.
Catch DOS9 trying to get out. That broke things wide.
He was on Revenant, but he used to play duelist, right? Or am I just fully wrong?
Very nicely handled. That
he was in Ascension. Because he was on the Indian team. Okay, yeah, but he was flex. He was flex controller. Oh, okay.
Nongshim responds in kind with a 2K of their own between two players. Gonna be still
when he was playing flex, did he play much smokes, like other than Viper, I guess, when you were flex back then?
For Nongshim, you've got all 5 players.
Duelist flex controller. Revenant. Okay, Indian team. Okay, got it.
Typically,
he used to play a lot of Viper, some Brim. Okay.
Anticipated ecos on the opposite side.
This took too long, so I'd like to see them work the map a little bit more now. You didn't find any of that contact at Rubble like you wanted. I know you've got a Judge, I know you've got Donby, but this is giving Boom so much opportunity to react.
Here. Ooh, gets the headshot. Shiro still sat.
They got a good stack here though, right? Shiro, if he... It's hard for him to make a play, but if he wanted to, he probably would have killed a lot. But is he meant to just walk through a Viper? I mean, maybe. One of the hero guns. Dude, Danby is an absolute nightmare to play against. This guy is perma Judge right now. He's perma Judge on a tank.
On his lonesome. Nothing more to be done. Nongshim going to be gaining the lead here. 3 rounds consecutive.
It's even with a good read, even with the right players in place, there's not much Boom can do. It's so hard, even when you know it's coming, even when you've played against it. many times, even when it's been the biggest focal point of some of your prep for this
Wait,
series.
he was on one of your teams, Ninja?
It's really hard to shut down Dambi.
And it is. Berserk's trying to do it right here. A couple extra players here alongside.
Isn't it cringe, mate? It's incredible.
As well to come
What do you
away
mean?
with those 2 kills. Stop the economy from Nongshim from getting completely out of control, but cannot turn the tide of the round. Still 2 players left standing. Those kills get Berserk's a little bit closer to that lockdown, but still just doesn't have it online because for the last several rounds, he hasn't really gotten the opportunity.
Mate, there's nothing cringe about winning.
Great
That's all I'm
paranoia, by
saying.
the way, from Persia in the middle of all that to set Dambi up. Absolutely insane stuff.
Cringe is client-sided. Yeah, that is the best quote ever. It really is.
That was starting to feel good.
You gotta look within if you
So
find
right
it
back to
cringe.
comfort zone for them, just playing off of Dambi. Going for quite a big push out towards B. Bypass a lot of that util.
God, what a nightmare retake though. Okay, he does kind of overextend, but gets the info and he gets them over towards site. I say overextend, it's like not really because that's his job. Big jaw, big jaw. That should win it, right? Oh, you.
Now into the 2v2, but Famous down to 30.
Sure.
Spike planted the tuck across here. Francis himself settled over
Beto
upper
goes
top.
in to find the other guy.
Fuse. Ivy looking for the repeat. Swings out wide.
Whoa.
Berserk's winning out the fight.
Yeah, I would have liked him
pack
to
clear.
play with the molly there a bit more.
Utilist now. Spots that one, but the Fuse is being held. He's got his swoop in. Finds one, but he
Damn,
can't.
okay, nice
stop it in
defuse though.
time.
Nice defuse. Bit
Famous
of a big round
able
here
to
for
hold it
Boom.
down, ties it up at 3-3.
They got a
Boom.
choice to make.
Now
They
every player
could
loses their
not
lives in the
fall
effort.
by this, but I think they're gonna
Man,
fall by,
Ivy's gotta be
and
kicking
it's a
himself.
must-win round. Otherwise, it's
I
gonna be a
love
nightmare
the way
half.
that they played this up until that point. I mean, this is a little bit wanting from Dambi to try to get into judge range. Good
They
positioning
maybe
from
could have
DOS9,
played
but
this better
this right
though.
here,
No?
that loss against
I mean,
Berserk
Ivy
is so brutal. He got hit
in
by
the
the
VOD review,
nightfall.
they'll probably
The
be telling
positioning
Ivy to
of
play this
Famous had been
differently.
revealed his way, so they have the crossfire set up. They understand where everyone is from Boom.
It's a weird
He
plant
hit the
though.
shots from Ivy, had an opportunity.
In the corner,
Oh,
so Ivy doesn't feel comfy.
hold the peek out. Berserk's
Uh-oh.
hadn't-
Yeah, and
Swung
this
the
is
corner
why I
wide
was
enough.
thinking that
Get
maybe,
any
like in the
information, goes
future,
back
I
out
do
for it.
think the
Great
teams are going to
recognition of
get
the
so
economy.
good at punishing people
doing
with
so
the
much damage to
outlaw
Boom.
when we get like these close rounds that I think in the future people
Had
are going to
all
be
on
more
half
tempted to
armors.
like win
There are
around
a couple
eco
Guardians out there
because the outlaw is
around
just
win.
going to completely,
how
like it's just going to
devastating
wreck these
it has been.
buys when you're 100% sure that everyone's on light armor.
Right there,
Unless you
Dambi's
lean
feet,
heavier
gonna
into
try to slide
Guardians.
out. Eventually will fall, but Ivy comes up with 2.
Nade
Where?
goes,
They double face
Nade
him,
goes
they
in,
punch on the
forces them
field.
back, and we just spam all the way
Just bites him
through.
in the rear.
Oh man, it's a nightmare. That's
Unreal.
Oh, you're a lunatic as well, dude. This whole team's full of them.
Thank you.
1-9 loss bonus.
A kill is not sure what. I guess Margaret thought that they'd already evacuated.
I mean, it's a reasonable assumption.
But okay, in the end, because of that kill, they get the pit out. Minor consolation prize here for the side
Yeah,
boom.
I mean, I'm fine with the push,
I get what Margaret's
but I would
thinking
at
there.
least,
like,
I would
with
at least
how
walk. Like I would at
much
least,
space had been cleared on A,
give it a little walk.
reading the map and understanding the situation they're in terms of the numbers of players. It's a 4v2
How do you
at that
counter
point.
Judge Neon play in
You
pro?
have to
I mean, you
expect
just
that
got to
they're
shoot him as
rotating,
he's
but,
been a mentalist jumping
you know,
in.
the
You got
round
to
was
take
basically
far
over, in
range
fact, so
duels.
Boom was
Or
already,
you just bring the judge
I
back
think,
and
just
play
considered the
close
save
because you know he's not going to have the
anyway.
judge out for the first jumper on the corner.
you know, the
But
economy's
it's
already
not
so
like it's
weak
an
and
easy thing. Made
can't
it's
afford
so hard to shoot this guy.
keep having these
Like,
tests and dropping
this is-
guns. They
like
need to
it's
start
so
stringing
hard
together
to
a win
shoot
or
this
two.
guy. You just got to shut him down,
Get theirs
really.
back. Kind of,
Like
you know,
you
fluid
would
state.
just have a cipher
I think,
majority of the time.
you know, if
Like you would
Margaret
just look at
doesn't
this
go
team
down
and
there,
you're
they don't invest the
switching
pit
your
on the
killjoy
side
to a
of Dongshim, so
cipher.
there is a
But-
slight takeaway, you know, in Boom's favor there, but
True.
timeout is
That's
still
what
gonna
you're
be
actually
called,
doing.
and I think it's a very good time to bring that forward here from them. Down just by a singular round, but an immense amount of ultimates available. I believe 4 in the back pocket right now here for Boom.
Chat,
I'm
give
pretty
me
curious
20 seconds to just
what
check on
this
the
is gonna
bunnies.
look like
They're
after
going
this
crazy.
timeout, because I feel like Boom has shown us quite a few different looks. Like we've seen aggressive push outs early. We've seen them try to play for a little bit of rebel control. We've seen them try to play, you know, contestion on B to try to shut them down. A little bit of retake here and there, but it seems like so far it's just, you know, Nongshim is able to find the slight advantages in a lot of those moments and then snowball the rounds out of control off the basis of that. of course, you know, Dambi just, once A is taken over, he's just an absolute menace. There's so much space, so many angles for him to run around on, to get behind cover quickly. Makes the Neon so annoying, trying to retake that A site for Boom. So I'm pretty curious what the plan is off the back of this. And
do you think Valorant could gain from operator bans?
Players over, the Viper.
I would rather ban. I'm so fine with the op. I would rather ban shotguns and outlaws, to be honest. Then I think the game becomes pretty fun. And Odin's. I would ban like 5 other guns before I think about the outlaw. At least the outlaw's like super expensive.
They're trying to sell this as much as they can. They need to create a little bit more resistance. Really fully sell it. Maybe throwing out the poison orb. Kind of buy a little bit of extra attention, but there's a crunch coming through from B. It's just
okay, low buy. They lose A control. They do the same push over towards B in reaction.
Very smart.
Notes that forces them back away from the angle.
What I think about agent bans, I think it's too much. Like I get viewer perspective, very fun, like really fun, but it's too much for teams. The level of play would just look like ranked. It's so nice in coordinated stuff. Like when you watch D2, oh my goodness, you're like, damn, this stuff is so like there's so much thought put into this. You take out some of those pieces, it would just become so much more unhinged. A little bit like watching. Well, I say a little bit. It'll be a lot like watching ranked. You don't want bans. I get that the ban pick and ban is very fun in League, but the practice side of the teams, there's too many. It works in League because it's one map. It won't work in this game.
Nearly spotted, but now as they invest the ultimate, they look to refill the site. Go pushing forward, and that means that Shiro is unnoted. Persia forward, never mind. Shiro going to be taken down. Ivy does turn back as Persia finds one. Now, despite the investments, it looks like this round it's just narrowly gotten away from them. Unless Famous can do something absolutely dastardly, but as he pushes out of the smoke, he will be met by Persia.
A little bit close.
And Nongshim will now move up by 2.
Let's see the full. Well, let's see the full buy.
Really
one away from a Razor. Should be a relatively easy call. Aggro A, get the orb. Most obvious thing.
Dambi gets in a tree, and Shiro just holds the line there. It's gonna hear Dambi dashing around. Finds a good angle with the Guardian. Then, you know, Nongshim able to get the plant down right before that lockdown is able to really force the issue for them in terms of, oh, do we not? They're already committing to that plant, so they're able to retreat to safety.
Yeah, Nongshim thinking what I'm thinking. They need to try and deny this easy orb over towards A.
Early damage here. As, out into the open.
Whoa.
Famous backing away.
That's my guy who can snowball into the round, taking a dual land to the open.
One away from having a showstopper.
They don't want to give this tree control up. This was free last time for Dambi.
Double stacked is Famous once again on the peak, sending out that paint shell, but Ivy able to find Shiro over by stairs.
Yeah, they go super. This was a weird one. Weird round from Boom. Heavy punish, and they wanted to like punish A main, like here, or like rubble, I guess we should call it. They went 2 through door and then solo push no util through smoke.
The credits are in the bin.
The observers? It wasn't their fault. There was a lot going on.
Not much for anybody else.
It just wasn't great. Boom.
See if they can sniff him out. They're looking. They want to take this gun away.
Like the overall idea is relatively nice. You want to do like a punish when they're not past this area.
Sliding forward, and okay, not going to be able to get him with a double pump there on that shorty, but they know that he's so very low. Just trying to whittle away at him through the corner, but eventually on the swing, Francis will be able to take it. 6-3, Nongshim already with a very successful
How many do they need?
Side. Like you said, Bunny.
Like 5 in a pistol?
Plentiful.
4 in a pistol still, maybe? Like you can still win with pistols here, but
9 trying to create an extra angle, gets dealt with quickly. Nongshim just reacting so well to things.
12-3-2 here for Francis.
Smashing.
chat, you love calling stuff cringe.
Sheriff's
It is client-sided. We
classic
spoke about this.
showstopper.
If you find, dude, if you find the neon cringe now as well,
Pick up a gun.
like you got
Heavily stacked up.
something's wrong.
This is gonna be a brawl.
Like to make the neon look good after all of those nerfs is impressive. You should sit back and you should be like, damn, it's impressive.
100% cleared. Paranoia going through. Showstopper in reply. Horses in the back pedal as they try to desperately escape. The check forward. The rocket gonna be sent. Killed.
He got the double on it as well. The fade, I really got him. Okay, all gets them a lot. Dambi's a lunatic. Absolute lunatic. What are we doing? What are we doing? We either need to protect the guns or we need to insta-react. I'm not sure you run back into the place where you know there's 3 minimum and give them a gun.
Picked up. NC Slasher now a phantom in hand.
Like out of all of the reactions, I would say that's the worst one you could do.
To go ahead and back away. Wall going to be set up. Plant can come through, but can he somehow hold the line? Those weapons will be collected.
Just a good read from Boom.
There's an outlaw,
Got that
but
showstopper to
NC
fight
Slasher
trouble,
has
and
heavy
there's value.
armor.
It's gonna come through. A little bit of util
They are
left.
very far away.
And throw out some of that vice stuff.
And he should know they're going to pick up the guns.
Still has an arc rose as
And so he's
well,
going to go
but
to mound. I mean, he's going to have to wreck one with a
in
pistol.
trouble. This is gonna be tough.
There's the wall. Prowler dodged for now.
Don't you
Has one
dare
player
peek this
isolated,
early.
sends out the first shot.
Okay,
Rest
now
out,
what?
getting ready to join in. He's going to try to backpedal. Narrowly clears out the Prowler. The Hawk
He's
now
in
locked
trouble,
in.
one
He's
bullet.
revealed.
Okay,
He's
nicely
gunned down.
done.
Just cannot break those lines
Nicely,
of
nicely
sight.
done.
Quickly enough, Boom. Will stem the bleeding. Get themselves a 4th round win. As well as some much needed weapon
Yeah, I mean, I
upgrades.
like it from Boom. They
I like
might.
the idea from
5 is
Boom.
good enough.
I
4 might be good
think
enough
this is a bit
if
of
they
a
get a
blunder
pistol,
from
obviously.
Noshim in terms of knowing that the showstopper
Dambi's
is there
reaction
and
here
only
is
committing 4
insanity, though,
players
chat.
Bunched up like that in A lobby is a risk. That haunt is so good. It is so good from NC Slasher.
Look at that. But that
He's
is-
trying to fight for his life, but so many angles to
That
worry
is
about there.
insane.
No way, no how. And all that fade util.
It's so mad. Against the eco,
Great for
Chad,
chasing
it is,
down a
you're
player,
right.
just
It is a straight
outlaw
red. We have to
man.
look at VAR
Now
to
you've got it
confirm
up
it.
for Famous.
It's a
Finally
straight
able to
red.
get
He's
some money
got one every single game
into
at the
their
moment.
pockets
Not even a yellow card for it.
and turn their
You got to give a straight red for that. There's no excuse.
Glimpse on that first bounce out.
Referee waited for the VAR, but
Get picked off. Nightfall going across, not going to connect here.
just
On
to
to
double
Famous,
confirm,
tries
it
to hold
really
the
was the
line.
worst thing
Second
I've ever
shot
seen.
follow-up, not going to connect. The TP forward comes in.
Hello,
Pressure
Neil.
trying to scale up into the site here.
Neil, you would have been giving out red cards
Paranoia goes
ages ago,
across.
to be fair, but
Please connect here onto the operator, but that boom
this
box
might have
not
been
cleared out.
this might have been worse than the first red. Gonna get a season ban at the moment. Have to sit out a couple of games.
Down out from Waterfall, able to find one, but Margaret trades it back, push up into the smoke. Persia immediately felled. It's now a 2v4. Spike in hand.
You're out of red cards after your abyss.
Taken out here. Margaret trying to push forward.
That's
The Paranoia
incredible.
comes across and
It's a great flash, good swing, dude, and look what it snowballed into as well.
On his lonesome.
They could get a 6-6.
Enough of this C site. Goes on a bit of a walkabout, has some time to play with.
This is just so well handled by Boom. These last couple of rounds
30 seconds left.
had great reactions, great reads on what Nongshim wants to do. And Famous there in a
Not
great
this
position.
again though.
Finds Dambi in a spot where he's got an easier op shot. Sees the first jump out, kind of anticipating that that's where the second jump might land. Holds the angle nicely.
Has to go get a kill. They
there,
should know he has to go
That
get a kill.
Fighting retreat.
You would imagine the
No,
op
Dongxin
hits
Francis.
this
Oh,
once he
boy.
peeks.
I mean, he has
Ooh,
to know
it's
that
not
they're
actually,
gonna
like,
default.
full
They're all gonna
peek.
be playing
Ooh.
together.
He's gonna hear a lot. They are gonna stick together, so they're gonna make it hard for him.
Towards rope.
Turret to watch behind in case he pushes.
Spike not at all planted for Francis. As he swings back
Got
out
one
from
fade
stairs.
eye. Yeah, and he's
Smoke
like,
gets
damn,
sent
dude, they
as
didn't
a
give me
haunt.
any.
There's a spot up on the
That's
one, but
unlucky.
cannot find the punish. Gets the headshot on the
Oh.
one. A bit of damage across onto the diffuser, but Berserk's
Oh,
on the swing
imagine
out.
the headshot on
Will
the
keep them in
diffuser. You
this.
gotta be feeling that if
5
that one
rounds now
connected.
obtained for the side of Boom, looking to bring us another 6-6 half.
Well, the last time these two teams squared off on this map, it
And it
was
was
an
a Worlds? Yeah,
overtime
they really was.
win for Boom
Last round to use
in the
up.
Ascension Grand Finals. It's like we might be headed in a similar direction right now.
I'm not even sure the Prowler had a chance to
Reads are
connect on anyone
so
there.
good for Boom.
Who's gonna, if anything, who's gonna
You have to press
overtake the
forward here. You're
Prowler?
trying to catch that operator. off guard, but Berserk is so ready for it. He's so aware
So
of
funny
it.
watching this guy.
Shuts down Perza's push. And now
Yeah, the timeout makes a lot of sense. I think they got to get 7. Is Nongshim in trouble? They're in trouble if they lose the pistol.
This is definitely 2 rounds in a row that have kind of wrecked any momentum that they were building up, and all of a sudden, I feel like maybe Boom.
It will also come down to like how does Boom,
pretty solid,
like how well do they default and trigger the wall that you would imagine is going to be C majority of the time.
That's very true too. It's tough right now for Nongshim. They're starting to get red a little bit. The tendencies are starting to get downloaded. Like some of the Dombi stuff has no longer been effective. Boom's been able to finally adjust and nullify the neon. And now let's see
The one pistol Boom did.
what kind of ideas that Nongshim wants to bring into this last round. I think I'd like to see a little bit more spreading of the map, but when I look at the map,
They'll get in the judge out. We have Ops with backup guns next to them. We got Odin, maybe a backup gun there as well. I know this guy really likes the Odin, that's his full gun. Omen all over towards the B site to Danby, so they get more info so Danby isn't just straight running it in. They get shut down. Their initial hit does not work. What is the backup plan? Open the door to create pressure. The Op is absolutely loving this.
With that op at the ready. See if he spots anything.
He saw him though.
Plays it patiently here, does downbeat, waits for it to fully shut.
But I will say this is at least pressure over towards C right now, question mark. They could bust. Killjoy does peek out and get early info. Nice shot. Now what? Now what? Give me the smoke. We got no smokes from Dust9? Oh no. Okay, Viper ult to save him.
He's not going to be finding much, but then he gets taken down as Shiro collects 2.
I mean, they're low. I get the thought process. They're low from the fade ult.
He's playing into this pit, looking nigh impossible for the side of Nongshim.
The setup here was so good for Boom. That pit to force them into the Nightfall to cut off the rotation into B. You seed over that rubble control in a little bit intentionally.
That gives them their own pit.
Oh.
Spike planted.
Going to be invested immediately here. Persia plays over towards upper. TP. Cross towards that
a little bit rough
door.
retake. Where's the Odin? Can't spam too many of the positions yet.
Just in the corner here alongside Berserk.
But he's probably going to kill Ivy, right? He's going to get blocked and then to shoot it. Oh.
Back is turned here for the moment. Pushes out and Ivy taken down. Persia able to find 2, however. Playing here within the smoke.
God, you have an Omen flash, man. Imagine it.
His way into 36 HP. He just cannot get
Okay,
it done.
dude, they got 6. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Boom.
Still think they need pistol, but
this is just such
crazy
a great
doable
round for Boom off of the timeout. They put up a bit of a fight, and obviously the multi-layers with the guns there. The operators, 2 of them. They have the judge to fall back to for Famous, but it's more about the way they use those ultimates. The Vipers
only way agent bans work is if there's a global map pool, and every team can't pick X agent for the next rotation. Yeah, you just get set agents.
Ridiculous.
Problem is they change the map so much that it would just be a nightmare to be in that team. You have to have about 10 coaches. You'd have to actually do the Zeta.
This is not the track they thought they were on. It's looking like that 7-5 and 8-4 even.
And Nazia, thank you so much for that. Thank you. Top 3 initiator pros, excluding Leo. Damn, you took Leo out of that initiator.
Shifting over on
the initiator thing's hard. I would put Rienz in there. I think Rienz is looking too good at the moment. I'm just gonna go for this year. I think just purely because if I go all time, it's way too hard.
And especially for the side of Nongshim, in the past, we've seen them be really good on this defender side on this map, where Dombi is able to make retakes so much more doable for them.
Got Rienz
so far, Boom has started to adjust. They've started to kind of figure him out, keep him under control.
He said scan. He said scan.
A hot start for sure, but
not just initiate.
Since then, Boom players have
really I mean, Cushy's good, but you gotta wait a little bit. I would probably say Cloud, but I think because he IGLs, he doesn't hit those levels anymore. So, Trex is a good one.
How is he going to be able to navigate this C-site hold? that he's going to be
I would
tasked
say Cloud just not
putting into play quite
IGLing.
often. Is this going to be just him getting bullied a little bit, or is he going to be able to lock that down and they can
He doesn't frag as much
utilize
anymore.
the extra
Well,
speed that they have,
I mean, yeah, I think
maintain
it's
this
fair.
rubble control and kind of cut Boom apart piece by piece. Spot onto Margaret, but the wall and the other util is there to delay this. And with that A rubble control, you just kind of need to hold the line here as Nongshim
Nobody? Oh, he's a beast.
potentially be worried about. It's maybe that push through that door. They're going to
Problem is,
at least make
nobody,
Nongshim consider it, but they're not moving a muscle.
nobody plays a little
Players
too
There's the wall.
crazy for me for Initiator. Like for a top 3.
Falls. Ivy pulling back
Like
away
top
from the
5,
door, not
I would
wanting
say
to
he's
get
in the
caught
top
Persia.
5. But like,
Well, peeking back out this time,
I want my
certainly is
Initiator
another
player to be
Smoke will get second
probably
forward.
my
Start working their way across
my
over
least
towards
mental.
Seaside. Famous trying to open things up, trying to push forward, but Margaret's able to find one. Does get traded out by NC Slasher, but Ivy able to
man,
find
they
the trade.
kind of
With the
just
advantage spike now here on the floor.
sent
Wrap around the
it
back.
in.
Ivy, the
I think this
headshot
is a
into the
must-win
spray down, comes up with the kill
pistol.
there on the design for the rest of the
Oh,
team
it's
now
still
joins
okay.
in.
Yeah, they got wrecked by the
Francis
Vice
clicking the final
util. They
two.
literally just sent it
Get
into the
no
blender.
shit tied up on pistol count and get them back into the lead.
Yeah, it's 1-1.
exactly
It
what they
is
needed to do.
3-3
They played that
overall
round
in terms of the
so
pistols.
well. The
But
map
Nongshim
control
winning
so
the map where they
good.
won 2-0. You got
And when the execute
Boom
came
winning the
through,
map where they won
Margaret
2-0,
gets
then we
one.
get a 1-1.
Then
So
Ivy's
it's
able
all
to step
fair.
in, find some big kills, buy enough time for the reinforcements to arrive. Francis goes barreling through with that classic. And as per usual, Francis just dialed in. Guardians, a Bulldog, oh, no, 2 Sheriffs for the side of Nongshim. So they're kind of saving up for a bit of a better bonus, potentially. Oh, Persia.
Angel's gonna be sent out, but Dami
Yeah, the
will find
Omen
opening
flash hit
kill
these
here.
two
Just
as
gets
well.
taken down by Berserk,
Ooh.
but Persia up on top of Rubble, still gonna be good for
Damn,
one.
it actually comes down to
Berserk
that duel.
finds 2. Francis.
Yeah,
Red Sheriff to
actually,
good
dude.
use.
That could have been a
Put him down,
2v2
but now suddenly
easy.
it settles. It's a 1v2 NC Slasher. Will
Nice
eventually
damage.
get picked, but weapons quite far away. Not sure if they're gonna be able to jump on
He throws the gun back, picks up one.
Does get
Only
but
got the
in
Spectre?
end, it's just gonna be
Hey.
Spectre.
That's damage.
Guardian
It's a lot of
ends up being
damage.
lost.
This just gets hella scrappy. Persia trying to play off the back of his own paranoia there, but can't connect that last Guardian shot onto his second target. Ends up costing him his life. So, okay, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Same setup off the rip for the side of Nongshim. Gonna keep challenging this A-Rubble control. They're pretty far forward. Again, getting Persia up on top. Dambi gonna go for
Like,
Bucky for
I
himself.
like the setup though. I love the Bucky close here. Do we go Bucky
Trying to break
and
their way
Judge?
through, trying to deal with this
So Boom
Vice
have the
util.
default, and this is a pretty
bit
savage
extra
little combo, right?
Room for
The
themselves to maneuver as this round goes on, but it's
smoke
just like the
into the
pistol.
wall.
So far, Nongshim
Because you want to bait the wall out,
boxed in, and
but
they've got
then
that Bucky
every single
tucked
time
right
you want to
outside
try
the
bait it
door.
out,
Anybody were to try to push through.
kind of have to go through a smoke of some
Wall
sort,
hasn't
and when
been
it's the
popped yet
Viper
either.
smoke, it's a lot harder. Pretty much, you just have to take the timing when there's
And challenging them,
when
saying,
the
yeah,
Omen
come on,
smoke's here.
try to
And
make
once you
this
hear
wall
the
out.
Judge, you think you might get one shot off the jump.
Or tapped, cut back across now in towards B. Just Francis here. She's at the
Wow.
ready. Dambi holds
Dude,
close.
look at that
Wow,
anti though. We're
rushing him out.
pre-aiming
Instant
this.
headshot
They knew
foul.
this was coming out. They thought either
Francis
Judge,
being
Bucky is
revealed
going to
here by
be
the
here.
Hawk.
Wait, they have a
Famous
pretty...
similarly suffering that same fate, but not being punished quite just yet. Famous so very close on that peak to being able to find the punch.
Oh
but
boy,
Margaret
they're not just going to
swooping
send it
with
in
the
now, are
Judge in
they?
hand. Now situated
Don't do
here
it,
on the
guys.
corner.
Please open this door.
Realistically for
Okay,
Boom, yeah, it's gonna
still
have to
good.
be a pivot
They're
back
still going to
over
deal
that
with the
wall.
wall and one flash.
Still set. And now a
Oh
cut
god,
back
they're in
towards
trouble,
B.
man.
You tell
Wait, the
things
Judge
start to get
rotated?
scrambled here for the squad. Margaret once again being brought forward here. The Judge opening up, able to find
Hey,
one, but
not
Sheer
bad.
Berserk's
It could have
answering
been way
back in
worse.
kind
Oi,
as Berserk
big
goes
shot.
crazy.
Big shot. Oh man,
Suddenly Ivy, last one standing.
that was worrying.
Spike planted.
7 seconds to spare as the spike gets planted. Everything here on this player's back.
Nice. No, they did good in the end. They did do good.
Marvon
The
set
double
up
back was
Shiro on
nice.
the deep flank, rotating around through stairs.
It's
towards
really
upper,
hard to get
14
this
HP
wall though. I
remaining
think
on
they
him.
got to
Gets the jump.
fearlessly do it once the
Health likely
is
not
there.
to
I
matter.
also think they have to take
High-low
aggro
setup.
A
Alarm
with what's
bot
going
cleared.
down.
Tap on the spike as Shiro comes pushing out. Ivy makes it a little bit more costly here for Boom. Look at the trying to get the hold to half. Does so.
Okay.
Line up forward, but
Nongshim would be
will
happy
hold it down to find
with the
kill.
damage.
Brings the gap now just down to 1 round.
It's pretty good damage done though by Nongshim.
What should they be
Just
doing? Honestly,
so many
maybe you never
adaptations out of
aggro
Boom.
A.
That's a great
Maybe
read
you
from Shiro.
always aggro C to break
that
this wall and
position.
Shiro just takes
Try to
space.
pull back. Have to go back to B. Thought maybe that judge might get a little more damage, but Berserks is having none of it.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get wrecked by this
Phenomenal
judge.
entry from him to kick the door in.
They did great to
On
trade
the
it.
side of Boom. That was huge. That round could have gone very different if he doesn't hit those shots.
An important
14 and
round,
8
chat.
right now on the map for him as well. A phenomenal run of it. Dambi taking a little bit of damage on
A
that peek
lot
out,
of people that can't buy next.
but nothing too serious.
Okay, aggro A once again.
Map control established for Nongshim. Boom has to figure out a way. See if they can break through towards C a little bit earlier.
Oh,
Francis in trouble.
you're getting joled.
Trying to get the kill here.
Yeah,
Takes the
you're
fight,
getting
though.
joled with
Double fakes into the B
finding a
side.
weak
Dambi
spot.
Gonna be fast enough to
Does
find a bunch of takes now coming
Dambi.
down, realizing that one of these players may have slipped the net. Caught
Yep.
behind, but Shiro not quite paying attention to it. Ends up getting gunned down. Dambi striking. Solid punish here to keep the
I got
numbers
it.
even up at 4-4.
Tanked his own
Wall
flash.
raised, famous. Set here, swings back over towards water, and Margaret has the angle. Gets the headshot, gets that punish in the meantime. Persia around the back, striking. Berserks out of the equation. With 2 players left standing. Money widely absent here from the pockets of Boom. They go for a save. He just proved to be incredibly difficult.
Yeah,
Side
I mean, it
really wants
was a
to
nice try for Boom.
press too much further forward.
Dambi
Money's tight
owned
for
it.
for Nongshim and
I
Boom.
like the double duel over towards B. I think that they
Little
just
bit
got a
careful
full
in this
commit with
scenario.
everyone.
May just be kind of a hole.
And the
for
guy
everybody else on
isolated
this
to
side,
sight
but
was
these
just
are the
so
problems
scared
that
of a
Boom is
peek
gonna
from
be
here that
facing
he didn't think Dambi was
with
going
the
to
map
W key,
control.
but this
It's
guy will
able to
always
take
W
it.
key.
And I thought they had this maybe read, dissected how to break through this. And that's that Nongshim is relying on Francis as a fade to try to hold down
A little
B
bit
by
of both.
himself.
Symmetry, a little bit of both.
They broke that open, and I'm not exactly sure what went on with Shiro there. Didn't hear the gunshots behind him. Wasn't just footsteps. There's a lot of noise made there. I'd have just been tunneled in.
Yeah, that guy
On
there,
a C9 moment.
he got a W key, and I don't know why he went back behind the Viper wall.
Same map
You
at
got to
all.
keep going.
Either way,
You got an opening kill, you got a B site.
timeout is going to
When
be
you
called
know
here.
that they've gone aggro A and you've
rounds
seen the
separating.
Viper smoking the wall over towards C, you get the
Going to right
fast
the
pick
ship
on
right
B
here,
and you
right now.
leave your mate to W key and you go back behind the wall.
Yeah, that haunt had to be cleared. I don't know. Anyway, but the map control is what allows Persia in the long run come through, find that flank, basically knock Boom out of that round. Good hold by Margaret on the entry. The wall was a problem again. She's got to bait that wall out sooner as Boom. Got to make sure that that util is as cleaned out as possible, and that Nongshim has to respect the map a little bit more, so they can't make these aggressive pushes sooner. So they can't react as quickly. Give yourself the ability to get into those post-plant scenarios a little bit sooner. Put some extra pressure on Nongshim. Let's see how they want to readjust
Yeah, let's see what the coach can do.
after this timeout. This attacker side.
Only thing that
needs to start gaining
changes.
a little bit more
Wait, Chad,
value
is
here
this
on
a change? I
Nico.
can't remember. I feel like this wasn't here, but
Little-
honestly, it might have been here
Little
the whole
close
time.
to some alts. You're one away from the KJ ult, couple
They've
away from
been-
the Viper's pit.
But it looks like
Oh no,
the
I think it was here last round.
back here. Nongshim, they're not going to be fighting for orb control outside of C.
It was?
Again,
Okay, yeah.
Berserk's not really going for it. He's just storming his way forward into the B site. Will be taken down, so ult going to be getting
Try to,
will not be able to
okay.
utilize here in the
Sure.
round.
Tried to
That's
take a
wall
1v1.
And
I
so that's gonna allow Boom
do
a little bit of
not enjoy
they can
when
try to push towards C.
when you got hero guns and they're not the ones like
Space.
making the
It's a
hero
catch here.
play.
Ivy caught. Util in hand, sends out the bite to try to slow up the rest of the advance here, but ends up falling.
Fade over towards Saint, and this guy's 1 HP. And the Molly with the fade combo melted the guy,
ends up falling.
yeah,
Flush
melted
out
the guy
comes
running
through.
in
It's
as
only
well.
Ivy as the
Big
casualty.
fatal here. Big
Nongshim
fatal.
will get themselves up to double digits.
It's a rough round for
It's all
Boom.
Now stretching.
It's off the timeout that Nongshim comes up with a bit of a different look. The early part of the round looks pretty similar, but it's the setups between B and C that are
So that guy just needs to hold. You gotta hold back a side there. You're the whole reason that they can't, that they don't feel comfy on site. Like you did the work. You got the kill. Now they're worried about you, so they can't like go to these angles. Really, they kind of have to just be in this box, holding here, scared of you, and then you go give them that kill, and they don't have to worry about anywhere on site.
That shorty is not quite going to get it done. Takes him down to 33 HP, but Persia swinging the corner. That'll absolutely have a little bit more impact.
Very nice though. Aggro A winning that one out.
As the dust settles, 3 players gone here on the side of Nongshim. The flank noted. It seems like Boom maybe just favoring their numbers advantage.
Okay, off of the boom bot, we get a 4-person swing.
Towards Margaret, who's since evacuated back into the C site.
Walk all the way over towards C isn't the worst.
That was probably the right idea from Nongshim. You probably 9 times out of 10, you have DOS9 dead to rights there, but just a bit of a whiff with the shorty.
Swing onto the corner. Those opening
Do they
shots
cancel or do they go?
Having to back away. Confirms the presence of multiple players, but it seems like Ivy's still wary about a bit of a fake out here. Util holds him at bay for the time being. Door opened up. B is there for the take.
Nice. Might be about damage here for Nongshim now.
It's going to be a very tough retake, though.
Oh. Wall cuts him off.
I think this needs to happen.
Continuing the challenge here. Actually takes the brunt of the damage and will have to back away. Spike can now be planted here on B. You can see still just how hesitant Boom is being.
Spike planted.
One way or another, as Ivy here, you want to go in for the cause. You'll have the Viper's Pit in the next round. And Boom not taking any chances. He's going to stack up. Try to gun him down. There's a snake bite in play for Ivy.
Last player standing.
Yeah, but there's going to be a high-low setup right around the corner.
Toxins going up.
Will get
Damage.
In the call to
You
save
can do so much damage.
Ivy.
Doesn't want to give him raise or maybe,
Away from
but
this site. Boom. Gonna go ahead and get themselves online. A bit more in this second
I
half.
feel like the tap of the spike there. Go on.
Gap now falling down to just 2 rounds, and it doesn't cost them much of anything. The ult's still
If they
there.
have some kind of trap play over towards C now, then
Famous one away from the showstopper.
I'm in for
Plenty
it.
to play with to try to tie things up still.
That's huge. That's huge for Boom.
no, it really is, and they have so many ults now, and they're good ults.
Yeah, I mean, Domby there. Then Francis was swinging with him, and that gives DOS9 just enough time to reset. If you're getting that close with a shorty that quickly, again, normally you're feeling pretty good about that situation. DOS9 able to avert disaster. That turned the round on its head for Boom. Nongshim right back to business as usual here at A Rubble. Delayed response potentially from Boom. They're waiting for this nightfall. They're going to let it rip.
Sent immediately. TP'd. Evacuation here from Persia. Jumps back across towards connector door. DOS9 just TPing forward in towards tree. Scouts knows that this is clear.
Trying to set up a bit of a combo play off the back of that nightfall.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little bit crazy this round.
Try to sneak a TP
They
in,
at least stole the orb away.
not having any of that. Look at this setup.
Oh, that's
Nongshim
early, is it
has-
not? Unless you're gonna trap play over towards door.
Yeah, able to go ahead and avoid this. Dobby sliding forward.
Hey,
in
nice.
the
I'm not even sure the ult
reinforce
reaches door
position.
there, but
Gets the spike dropped over by Tree. But the numbers get equalized. Francis low on HP. Margaret watching, spotting, finds one, tucks back, gets himself
and gets
back
out
through
as
the
well,
door.
and they
Out to
played this
safety
pretty
as
well.
Francis refills space.
Vice
Over towards
all
door.
in the corner once they open
Now
door,
something's
and you
all
know they've
famous.
committed.
On his
Hits
lonesome.
the people that can, honestly, and then you pinch over towards here when the
Shit.
door's closed. It was
again.
nice. And chat, did the Vice even get the people in door
Up to
though?
3 rounds.
The same as a Killjoy ult.
Francis on the corner.
would get like this,
He'll
right?
Find that kill. Famous as well to
He
get.
didn't
That's
at
a
all.
showstopper
Red
now
gun
online.
still.
Find one more.
The plays
Perhaps.
are right.
But
We
there's
pushed
only
them out
15
into the
seconds remaining.
open to avoid it, I
Spike
think,
still
and
a
then
world
maybe they
away,
were
and
meant
he's
to
not
duel
ready
it
for this
early.
reposition
Maybe it was
from
vision
Margaret.
block. Either way, the
Goes
overall
around the
idea,
world, all the way
there's
through
something there.
stairs. Finds that kill, a bit of a nail biter here. but
They
Nongshim
can
gets
still
the
buy
win on
one
the save.
person takes a hit.
They just commit off the back
Okay,
of
yeah,
a
so they
set
both
play
went out
from
into the
Boom that doesn't
open.
really connect with much.
Dude, this with
keep
like the
pressing
Vice
forward.
flash set
All
up for them
five
to
of
swing
Nongshim
into
is
the
here already.
area where
They push
you're
and pull
safe
with the
would be
best.
awesome.
So good at
There's
playing
so
off
many
each other's
weird
angles.
things on the
Margaret's
wall that
so
you
smart
could do it
there
as a one-way
to get
flash
that
where you're
first kill and
peeking.
use that
There's like
toxic
some
screen
weird
to get
finds
the
and
heck
stuff
out,
on this wall. You could do it like
reposition, set up his
behind
teammates,
one of them, so you'll
keep Boom
find
guessing.
to be peeking
got
all of
ult.
this. Oh
Got
boy.
potential. Dambi's out here.
Oh god.
Crazy.
Oh god. Oh, he should have got so many. Okay, what a time to call it though. Dude, did 4 of them tank the Omen flash? I think all 4 tanked it. It was incredible. Dude, what a time to call it as well.
Nongshim, in explosive fashion, take it up to series point.
Oh my god, this Omen flash is incredible.
Just, I love these set plays.
They were all there.
Moments like this.
They were actually all there.
Put the nail in the coffin potentially.
4
Let
chances.
that paranoia rip and it catches almost everybody on Boom. Unbelievable, dude.
Dambi now.
Whoa.
Looking to bring this to a conclusion. Judge in hand, swing onto the corner.
Chill.
Famous going to be taken down. The relay bolt sent. Paranoia.
Wait, honestly, the Omen flash. The Omen flash actually saved him.
But a chokehold on this B entry established by Nongshim. The pit in play at C. And Boom, likely feeling like their only recourse is to pivot over towards A. To lock down the pit. There for a post plant. But can they get
They go late aggro, but the turret's gonna spot them, so. Oh,
Check. Oh, that's a lot of players.
Coming away with
did
2.
a
Give them an
lot of
opportunity.
damage.
Weapons gonna be
Yeah,
swapped
and they
out.
know the
Dambi's
Viper
number
road's
still with
over
that Judge.
towards C, so they
It's
kind of
back
know
up.
where everyone is.
Side plant now coming through the pit, immediately invested from Shiro.
Viper ult goes in as
they
well.
flush them
Sure,
out.
they got a great chance on this one.
Don't have the lockdown. They
Dambi
can't buy
has
some
one
space with that.
slide with the Judge, which makes me a little
Make
bit
this
scared, but
so very
the
difficult
fact that the
already.
fade's down, they should be
Dambi,
alright.
Margaret tagged up. Fighting through this. Seemingly nigh impossible. As everyone is situated here in tree, stacked up.
Yeah, if they don't tap the door, it should be impossible.
Really have
Should
util
is the
to clear
key
this
word.
here.
Oh god.
My God.
He's so nearly melted him.
Coming through. It's just a shooting gallery.
Okay, it's
Zombies
all
able to
good.
find one more kill, but they cannot find the other 2.
3 chances.
Slasher with 4.
3 chances, and they
survives.
put the Viper
Boom.
into this one,
They hold
so.
on by a thread.
I mean, this is just kind of a gamble, a hard read attempted from the side of Nongshim. You know, they've been kind of,
I did so much damage.
you know, they hard read on A. This time they go for B, just trying to guess where Boom's going to be going. And now, kind of back to the default. Contest A rubble with 3 players, 1 on each other's site. Try to make a go of it with that, but I think Boom just going to make a strong push forward towards B.
Okay, Nongshim want to trap play over towards A, but they didn't take aggro.
You should run.
Killjoy ult goes in. Pretty much gotta respect this.
Just wait this out, take site control.
We might just time the molly well.
Gonna wait for the last few seconds, dumps the bite to try to stave off
Yeah,
a
they
push
should just
here.
force through this
Famous
though.
bounce over the top of that.
Oh, whoa, isolates.
Jumping
Fast
towards
flood
the connector.
maybe?
Shiro
Dambi's gonna send it.
loading 1 over at C.
But this is the first time where I wanted Dambi to like fully send this, and he maybe was a little bit like, okay.
But Dambi just closes the gap and shuts him down. Those like Famous both gonna be
He
knocked
made
out
up
of
for
the
it.
park. As the head gets spotted, Margaret wraps around towards water. NC Slasher able to put him down, but Ivy now arriving. Comes up with 1. NC Slasher continuing to fight back, but eventually is found. It's all at Berserk.
Okay,
They
nice.
cannot
I
make
mean,
it
nicely
happen.
done. That's it's a
13-9,
strong defense
down
from
to the
them.
wire,
The whole
down to that final map,
Viper,
series
the whole
once
Viper
more.
Vice looks
But
hard
it
to
is
deal with.
Nongshim standing
I
tall,
think-
keeping themselves afloat here at kickoff.
I think they did great, to be
And after a
honest, in
repeat
terms of
the
Boom.
Ascension
They got this a
Grand
lot closer than I
Finals,
thought they
it
were
is
going to.
still Nongshim coming out on top. little bit of sigh of relief there for the players on Nongshim. Certainly Boom gave them all they could
Jesus, this is
handle
good.
on those second 2 maps.
It was a good game.
Yes, Pearl, a blowout for